Okay, we just walked across Glenwood Springs to Doc Holliday's grave trailhead. 1204 Bennett Avenue in Glenwood Springs. So we're going to head up the trail here a little ways. Got Mark and Annette here. Linwood Cemetary is Glenwood Springs' oldest cemetery. Is known by several other names: Pioneer, Hill, Glenwood, and Doc Holliday's. The name Linwood has been used since the cemetery's inception in 1886. Oh cool, we're on the trail to Doc Holliday's grave to the Linwood Cemetery. And there's Miss Vialva up there. A little slick in the mud, but we got our hiking boots on. Yeah, I saw a tree with all sorts of ribbons tied to it. I guess prayer offerings. I'd have to look more about it. The Kid Curry grave is up this way. And the sign up here says Doc Holliday to the left.
Who's that? Does it say wife of Daniel?
Kate W., wife of Daniel Ryan. Died September 9th, 1994. Huh. Aged 49 years. Wow. Dan Ryan, 1859-1921. That must be a different date. Died September 9th, 1904. Doc Holliday. This way. Gotta have to look around a little bit just see how old some of these graves are. Eli Gibson died October 28th, 1887. Age 32 years, 3 months. William and Matilda Forker. Market hunter, prospector, 4 Mile Coal Mine, 1843 to 1931. 1850 to 1937.
That looks fairly new.
1937. Well, the stone could be a lot newer than the grave.
Yeah.
Maggie, wife of P.J. Reynolds, 1876 to 1901. So she only lived to be 25. Beulah B. Rowden, 1900-1912, only 12 years old. Tim Nealon, 1838-1915.
John Henry Holliday. We made it.
John Henry Holliday, born August 14th, 1851, died November 8th, 1887.
Who was buried someplace in this cemetery?
Oh, it's just not so. This memorial dedicated to Doc Holliday, who's buried someplace in this cemetery. So
we don't know where.
We'll bring a shovel and find him. John Henry Doc Holliday. I have to zoom in and then read it all later. We can always pause it. You find something you like to. Oh, we seek the Spanish. The exact location of Holliday's grave is unknown. At the time of his death in 1887, Linwood Cemetery, also known as Pioneer, Glenwood Cemetery, was privately owned. Father and mother, J. Ward and A. Ward, 1850 to 1887 on James. I don't know what the J is. The A Ward, 1854 to 1889. Dr. C.B. Ellis, 1850, 1897. There's kind of graves scattered all over here in the trees. Almost everything I've seen is pretty old, except this one here says May 17th, 2024.
It says what year?
May 17th, 2024. On Marion, Iona. October 8th, 1930 to May 17th, 2024. So everything else has been pretty old, but the other one says 2019, 2023, Gordon from 1933, July 12th, 1933 to July 13th, 2023. So like a day over 90 years. Oh, the cemetery just is all over in the middle of the trees here. Which way you want to go?
I think.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
And it's slippery up here. Louisa Schwartz, Jacob Schwartz, Louis Schwartz, Schwartz. This is just neat the way everything's just kind of scattered through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go check them out. Let's go check them out right there.
Doc Holliday, we went there, Kid Curry to the right, and Potter's Field Memorial. What is a Potter's Field? As you stand in the central plaza of Linwood Cemetery, the path ahead to the east takes you to Potter's Field, section of Glenwood Springs' oldest established burial ground. Potter's Field is a section of cemetery where the unbefriended are buried. Well, the Potter's Field was the eastern half of the graveyard of the cemetery. Potter's Field Memorial, Kid Curry to the right. To the memory of all who sleep here in God's acre. Sea Land, 1923. I'll have to look up the address to the Glenwood Springs Museum and we'll walk there next. It's open 1 to 4 and it's noon right now.
Are we stopping for tea?
Stopping for coffee and tea? Yeah. Let's find some chai, some spicy chai. Harvey Logan. Hey, there's a whole bunch of money there. You can get bus fare. So apparently Kid Curry is not actually buried right here, but buried somewhere, and Glenwood Springs put up a marker. Alright, that was our visit to Linwood Cemetery. Doc Holliday's grave and Kid Curry, Harvey Logan, who ran with Butch Cassidy. Now we're on our way down and go find coffee. Now, pretty much out of the mud now. The Linwood Cemetery has been very, very slick. Now we're back to the trail, which is mostly drier. Down low, there's a little icy spot. We'll have to be careful again. Down low. Yeah, we're coming back to the prayer flag tree here. I guess the memorial tree. Yeah, I stopped and took a picture of it on the way up.
Oh, you did?
My water bottles just keep banging together, making all sorts of noise. Back down close to the trailhead. Pretty busy. Probably saw at least 25 people up here on this Saturday. Yeah, finished up the Linwood Cemetery hike. I don't know if that's our Amtrak that we'll be catching tomorrow. Now we're going to take the ditch trail back into downtown. Yeah, take this several blocks down.